Good morning and welcome to January, year 2 of attempt 2 at Krustoo Farms Homestead Challenge. Let's check out the front, what's on sale. Oh, that would have been nice a little while ago, but don't need it now. Okay, nothing really useful in this sale. Alright, and I am officially married. Which means I can use a worker. Now this worker might be my wife, might be her brother or her sister. So it'll be, some member of her family. But I can only use one worker at a time. Alright. Got quite a bit of flowers, some mushrooms. Eggs are going. Lettuce is going. Of course, I don't expect any honey this month. But now, things I do have to do. I have to get some more cattle for this year. They have to be beef cattle. So I've been doing Angus. There we go, for Angus. And pigs. Now, I raise pigs in real life. The pigs that I raise are called mulefoots. They're a rare heritage breed. Of course, since they're a rare breed, they're not in Farming Simulator. They're also not a good pig for beginners. But my second most favorite pig, which is a good pig for beginners, is the Berkshire, and they are in the game. So I'm going to get 8 Berkshire piglets. And there they are. In addition, I'm going to put down another beehive. There we go. Can do one more. Alright. So, as far as crop work goes, there ain't nothing I can do this month. So let's see if there's any contracts. Deadwood and wood transport. I can sell this flower since I have no need to actually hold on to it. I wonder what the price is for flour right now. Flour. It is pretty much at a high, so I guess that's what I'll do. I'll go ahead and sell all that flour that I've made and don't want to sell too much flour because once I have the bakery up and running, I will need it. $8.55. My order is supposed to be arriving, huh? Oh, what the hell's going on here, but... And just how much flour has this thing made? I know flour is something that is produced in great bulk, but man. I don't see any sugar beets over there, so I wonder if the sugar beets have already fed into this mill to make sugar. Let's see here. I'm out of herbicide. Alright, let's check windmill. What do I have? I have a lot of oats. Hmm. I've made 1,000. Alright, so I've made some sugar already. Oh, yep, there's a pallet of sugar. There's another pallet of sugar. A pound of sugar should sell for a decent amount of money. Oh, not much. I was expecting quite a bit more. Must be at like a really low flour. Sugar. Yeah, it's at a low. That's kind of surprising, but I would think it would be at a high with the holiday baking here, but I guess not. You know what? I'm going to put this in the storage instead of selling it. Flour, 41,000. I don't understand why I have over 1 million. There's just no way I have that much oats. I don't know where all these oats came from. You know, it should be more like this, 7,934. Instead, I have a little over 1 million. And I don't know where the hell I got 1 million liters of oats from. Or what I should do about it. I guess for right now, I'm going to stop making oat flour. And I think all these oats are just going to have to sit there unused. And I'll only use the oats that are over here in the silo. Unless I'm going to try to say my wife brought me 1,000,000 liters of oats. Which is kind of far-fetched, really. Oh, and it's time to go deal with my real-life wife. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. I turned off the oat flour production here in this windmill. And hopefully I can just trap that 1,000,000 liters of oats here in that windmill and it won't cause me any more trouble. I built this little cafe. This little cafe can make bread and dairy products with one small caveat. It needs bottled milk in order to do it instead of raw milk. So I'll still need to put down a dairy. And then I'll just have the dairy focus on bottled milk because that's what my growing family's going to need to drink. And then I'll use the excess of bottled milk to make butter, cheese, and chocolate. I got quite a bit of money by selling all that, not all of it, but a lot of that flour that just popped out of the windmill overnight. It's a very fast production. Perhaps a little bit too fast, but since it can only it can only kick out what goes into it, I'm not too concerned about it. Just like this one greenhouse, this root crop greenhouse I got, is also really fast, but since it is the type of greenhouse that only produces what you put, only yields based on what you put into it, I'm not too terribly concerned about it. Alright. Let's put herbicide in my milk tanker again. And then at some point I'm going to put down one more base greenhouse, and then I'm going to put in a more all-crop greenhouse. Plus I think I'm going to reinstall the open air gardens mod and just use one small garden to produce flowers. I tried that with my previous series and I uninstalled it because I found that it just overproduces, makes way too much product for the input. So if I'm doing a challenge, I want it to be challenging, not just a power fantasy. Let me check on food and straw here for the cattle. They're doing good on food. They're doing good on straw. Got a lot of slurry and a bit of manure. I really have not seen a worthwhile contract pop up yet today. Yeah, deadwood and wood transport. Deadwood can be profitable if you have your own sawmill, but I don't have a sawmill in here. Nor do I think I'm likely to have a sawmill in here anytime soon, really. I'm gonna throw this leftover pallet of seeds in the greenhouse too. Huh. I was hoping that would absorb them, but it doesn't look like it will. I'll have to use either big bags or pallets. Or I should say IBC totes a seed instead of pallets of bagged seed. So let's do a quick check of how everything on the farm is going. Yeah, I really don't know where all this extra oats came from. I could turn on the sorghum production, but I'm kind of hesitant to do that. Because I don't want to burn through all my sorghum But I'm gonna need that for chicken food until my my wheat and barley harvests. Alright, this is another of the greenhouses I plan to build. I wonder what the difference is between these two, really. You know what? I don't think I am going to build this one. Because while the olives and grapes might be nice, nothing else in here is really useful to me. So I'll just build another one of these base game greenhouses. I'll place it like this. Can't place it now because I don't have enough money, but that way I still have access to the cattle. No, that's probably not a good idea. Maybe I'll put it here. I think I'm going to need to keep this center area relatively open. Oh, nice. We got lights in here. Check contracts one more time, yeah. So I think I'm going to just call this an episode right here. Thank you very much for watching.